Hello, good morning, students. Welcome back to our e-learning session. Okay, and it is initiated by Vidyadis Vidya Sankul under the guidelines of Dr. G. M. Sudaria sir. Okay, see, in our last lecture, we complete up to illustration number 23. Okay, I hope you all do your homework as well as your exercise and example book. In your example book or exercise book, as well as this illustration, you have to do 2 to 3 times in your rough book also for more practice, because it is a somehow it is a difficult chapter, that's why. Okay, see, in our last lecture we complete our first illustration of increasing function and decreasing function. I told you that what is increasing function, what is decreasing function. I gave you a seventh method, that is a method of increasing and decreasing function. Two rules for that: for increasing one rule, for decreasing one rule, right? And right now we will start our second illustration of increasing as well as decreasing function. Okay, and I also gave you a homework of increasing and decreasing function from section C, D. Okay, so I hope you all complete that. And if you have doubts in exercise, then please WhatsApp me anytime. Then I will do that in my last difficulty lecture. Okay, see, now illustration number 24. First of all, we have to write that. And this is our lecture number 9. Okay. Okay, now see, decide whether the function, that is illustration number 24 on page number 182, decide whether the function y is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 7 is increasing or decreasing at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. Okay, so I am writing, first of all I am writing the question, that is illustration number 24. Y is equal to what? X cube minus 3x square plus 7, and we have to find out that x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. The function is increasing or decreasing. Okay, so what is the first step? See, first of all we have to find out the first derivative, first order differentiation. We have to find out first from this, then put the value of x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3, whatever given into the question, we have to put the value into the first differentiation, and then the answer, if is negative, then the function at that point is decreasing, and if the answer is positive, then at that point the function is increasing. This is the simple rule. Okay, so here first of all I am finding out the first differentiation, that is dy by dx. What is that? See, I am writing the answer 3x square. See, I hope you all practice for 1 to 23 illustration 2 to 3 times in your rough book. That's why now I don't have to explain this, that differentiation of x cube is 3x square. See the simple rule, that is x raised to n is equal to what? The differentiation of x raised to n is equal to n into x raised to n minus 1. So by doing that, by applying that formula, I am writing the direct answer, that is direct first differentiation I am writing from this, that is 3x square minus 3 2s are 6x plus 7 constant 0. So this one is your first differentiation. Now see, we have to put the value at x is equal to 1 and at x is equal to 3. Okay, so first of all, at x is equal to 1, what is the dy by dx? Therefore dy by dx is equal to, here we have to put the value 3x square minus 6x. We have to put the value of x is equal to 1 into this. So 3 into 1 square minus 6 into 1. So 3 into 1, that is 1. 3 minus 6 into 1, that is 6. 1 square, that is 1. And 6 ones are 6. Okay, so 3 ones are 3 and 6 ones are 6. 3 minus 6, that is minus 3. So it is less than 0. It means here the value of the function is negative. The value of the first derivative of the function at x is equal to 1. See here, I am finding out x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1, the value of the first derivative is minus 3, that is negative. So here I have to write that, therefore at x is equal to 1, the function is decreasing. See, this is your answer. If you find out this, but you don't write this, then you will not get the marks. The answer is this. You have to find out what is the value, that means at which value the function is increasing or decreasing. Here you find out that by applying the rule, that is minus 3 is the answer. That's why you can say it is here the function is decreasing, but you have to write the particular answer. What is that? Here the answer is at x is equal to 1, the function is decreasing. That is your answer. And if you don't write that, then you will not get the marks. Okay, so this line is very important. And now see here, at x is equal to 3, what is dy by dx? That is 3 into 3 square minus 6 into 3, right? So here I am putting the value of x is equal to 3 into dy by dx in first derivative. So here what is the value? 3 3s are 9 minus 6 3s are 18. 3 9s are 27 minus 18. So your answer is 9. And here this answer is positive. So we can write 9 is greater than 0. So therefore we can say that at x is equal to 3, the function is increasing. Okay, so here your your second sum of increasing and decreasing function. Here at which point the function is increasing, at which point the function is decreasing, we have to find out. See, again it is only a 2-mark sum. It is a short sum. So you have to directly find out the differentiation from the question. That is only one step. Okay, y is equal to so and so, then dy by dx is equal to so and so. You have to write down the directly first derivative. You don't have to show all the steps to find out the derivative, the differentiation. Okay, so here I am writing direct the answer, that is y is equal to so and so, then dy by dx is equal to the first differentiation of this function. Now put the value of x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3 to find out at that point function is increasing or decreasing. So here at x is equal to 1, here I am putting the value this 1 into the first differentiation. So here this is the answer. So at this point the function is increasing, and here at x is equal to 3, what is the answer? See here, dy by dx into the dy by dx, I am putting the value of 3 here. 3 into 3 square minus 6 into 3, 6 3s are 18, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. The minus answer is 9, and that's why it is a positive. That's why we can say at that point the function is increasing. Here the answer is negative. That's why at that point x is equal to 1, the function is decreasing. Okay, so here I think so I am always in this chapter I am doing that particular thing. See, if you notice that I told you that in each and every sum I explain that particular sum while during the sum, as well as after completion of the sum. I am also again explain you this sum, because these sums are somehow difficult chapter. This chapter is also somehow difficult. That's why I am explaining you here again and again. So if you don't understand, then please do particularly this sum into your rough book 2 to 3 times. Okay, see, first of all write down this one is your example 24, and here your increasing decreasing illustration is over. Now we will start our next topic, that is maximum and minimum value of a function. First of all write down this. Now move forward to the next page, that is on page number 183. See, here again the theory portion is there, and it is important for the practical one. Okay, that's why I am here reading as well as explaining you these maximum and minimum values of a function. See, we disclose about the increasing and decreasing function. Now we shall study the method of obtaining maximum and minimum values of a function. Suppose the graph of a function y is equal to f of x is obtained as follows. It is just like this. Okay, it can be seen that curve obtains maximum values at point number A. Then the curve, that is slope, is upping. So that's why the function is getting maximum value at point A. Then B, at this point the function is getting the minimum value. Again this C, again then D, then E, then F. What is that? See here whenever the function is at point number A, C and E, it is get a maximum values, and at point number B, D or F, that at that point the function is getting a minimum value. Okay, so here thus the function may have more than one maximum or minimum values. Always each and every function has more than one maximum or minimum values. Okay, so what is the definition, or we can say what is the formula, or we can say what is the condition for the maximum and minimum function? To find out the maximum and minimum function, we have two conditions. A, for maximum we have two conditions, for minimum we have two conditions. But first of all I am explaining you here by theoretical method, then I will give you the condition for the practical one. And here we don't have to keep in mind that we have to do the theory here, we have to do the practical sums, and that's why I am doing that. I am giving you here the practical two condition for maximum and two condition for minimum function. But first of all I am explaining you by the theory portion, right? The maximum value. First of all, in the figure, curve of the function y is equal to f of x is drawn. The value of the function at x is equal to a is y is equal to f of a, right? If h is a small positive number, and if f of a greater than f of a plus h, and also f of a greater than f of a minus h, then f of x is said to be a maximum at x is equal to a. Here middle point is maximum. The f a minus h and a plus h both are less than from a. Middle a is the maximum, a minus h and a plus h both value get the minimum value or less value than f of a. Okay, so here we can say that at f of a in the middle point, the value, the function is a maximum function. That means at the point a, here the function is maximum. Okay, but now we want a practical, for a practical sum we want a conditions, we want a rules, right? So I am writing down that particular rules. Maximum value and minimum value. What is the rule for that? What is the practical sums rules for the maximum value and minimum value? How can we find out the maximum value and minimum value? See here, the first rule is dy by dx is equal to 0, or you can say f dash x is equal to 0. What is your first step for both? See here, for both maximum and minimum value, for both the values, the first condition is dy by dx, or you can say f dash x is equal to 0. You have to put the value is equal to 0 and then find out the value of x from this. See, after these two rules, I am writing the steps how to find out these maximum and minimum values, right? For that I am writing that the steps. But here the first two conditions which we have to satisfy for the maximum and minimum value. The first condition is dy by dx is equal to 0 always, that is f dash x is equal to 0. If f of x, that is the question is given into the function format, then you have to write down the f dash x is equal to 0. And if the question is given into the y format, what is the y, variable y is equal to so and so, then we have to write down the dy by dx is equal to 0. Okay, so here the first rule, first condition for maximum or minimum value, for both the first rule, first condition is similar, right? Dy by dx or f dash x is equal to 0. We have to write down that is the first condition. Now what is the second condition here? See, we have to find out the differentiation, first differentiation from this, then put 0 is equal to this, and then here we have to find out the x from this, the differentiation is equal to 0. Now here that particular x value we have to write down in the second derivative, that is second order differentiation. So here d square y by dx square, we have to find out here the value of x. From this we have to find out the value of x, at which value the function is, first derivative of the function is 0. That at that point we have to find out the x, right? And that particular x value we have to put into the second differentiation. So if the last answer, see, after putting the value of x into the second differentiation, what is the final answer, what that must be? See, if it is greater than 0, or d square y by dx square in maximum it is less than 0, and here it is greater than 0. What is that? Here the answer will be negative. See, less than 0 means what? Here if the answer is negative, then at that point, that means at x is equal to that value, the function is maximum. See, it is directly opposite from the increasing and decreasing function. What is the formula or what is the condition? See, in illustration number 23 and 24, we see that if the answer, see here, what is the condition for increasing? Dy by dx, first differentiation, right? First differentiation less than 0, then it is, sorry, greater than 0, then it is increasing, and first differentiation less than 0, then it is decreasing. So here negative answer or positive? Positive. Here negative. See here the directly opposite question here. See, in the increasing function, if we are putting the value of x is equal to so and so, which is given into the question, right? Which is given into the question, we are direct putting the value into the first differentiation, and the answer is positive, that is greater than 0, then we can say that at that point the function is increasing. And if the answer is negative, that is less than 0, we can say that at that point of x the function is decreasing. Okay, so here increasing, decreasing, and the very opposite of that particular, see, we have to write down first differentiation. See, we have to first of all find out here first differentiation, then put first differentiation is equal to 0, then find out the value of x. Here in increasing decreasing function, value of x is directly given into the question. Here we have to find out the x value of x, we have to find out first differentiation. See here, into the question of maximum minimum value, only y is equal to, or function f of x is equal to whatever the value is given, nothing else. And then on that point we have to find out the maximum and minimum value. Okay, so here we have to first find out the first differentiation, then put 0 is equal to first differentiation, and from that we can find out the value of x, and that particular x value will put in the second order differentiation. Second order differentiation, d square y by dx square, and that particular answer will negative, see here, will negative, then it is a maximum function, and that particular answer will positive, then it is a minimum function. See, opposite. Here positive increasing, negative decreasing, here repeat, here the opposite, here negative, but the function is maximum. Here the answer is positive, the function is minimum, right? So we can say that here the directly opposite directly opposite rule will apply here for increasing decreasing. Direct rule, that is positive increasing, negative decreasing. Here if the second derivative is negative, then at that point the maximum function, the function get maximum value, right? And here the second derivative is positive, at that point the function is minimum. Okay, so here keep in mind these two rules compulsory. First you have to find out the first differentiation, put the value x is equal, put is equal to 0, then find out value of x, then that particular x value will put in second differentiation, second order derivative, and after that what is the answer, whatever the answer that will be, if positive then it is a minimum function, if negative it is a maximum value of the function. See here, now I am reading that on page number 183. The necessary and sufficient conditions for a function to be maximum at x is equal to a are as follows. What is the first? F dash a, that is f of x or dy by dx is equal to 0, compulsory. And what is the second condition? Double differentiation less than 0. Right? Here, if we can write f dash x is equal to 0, here we can write f double dash x less than 0. Here we can write x is equal to a. So here a also we can write f dash a is equal to 0 and f double dash a less than 0. Again here okay, so this one is the two conditions, 1 and 2 here and 1 and 2 here, for the maximum and minimum of the function. And here see that increasing and decreasing, I am here writing increasing and decreasing function condition for comparison, for remember. See, we can remember that if the direct rule is applied here, see, increasing positive, decreasing negative, but here opposite rule is applied here, negative then maximum, positive then minimum. Okay, so be alert, be serious about that, and please keep in mind all these things for maximum and minimum values, because highest question of maximum and minimum values will ask in section E for 4 marks. One question for 4 marks. Okay. See, now the next point on next page, that is minimum value. In the figure, curve of the function y is equal to f of x is drawn. The value of a function at x is equal to a is y is equal to f of a if h is a small positive number, if f of a less than f of a plus h, and f of a less than f of a minus h, then f of x is said to be minimum at x is equal to 1. That means the middle one is the minimum from both the side, a plus h or a minus h, whatever the function value is there, f of a is the minimum. Okay, the necessary and sufficient condition for the function to be a minimum at x is equal to a are as follows. First differentiation that is f dash a is equal to 0, and the second derivative, that is f double dash a not less than but greater than 0. Okay, so at that point the function will have minimum value. The necessary and sufficient, okay, the maximum and minimum values of a function are known as stationary maximum and stationary minimum values of a function. See here, the word stationary is extraordinary word for this. Here the maximum and minimum values of a function are known as, write down that particular two word, stationary minimum and stationary maximum values of a function. Okay, now see, maximum and minimum values do not mean the largest and the smallest value of a function. See, it is not a largest and smallest value of the function, but we can say at that point the function is maximum, at that point the function is minimum, but the function's largest and smallest value will we have to find out. See, the function is maximum of x is equal to a only means that the value of the function is maximum in a small interval around x is equal to a. Similarly, the function is minimum at x is equal to b only means that the values of the function is minimum in a small interval, underline that particular word, small interval around x is equal to b. Okay, the points where maximum or minimum values occur are known as stationary points. See, you have to keep in mind that what is the stationary points. Stationary points means what? Whenever you are putting the value dy by dx is equal to 0 and find out the value of x, that is your stationary point. See, that is your stationary point. I am writing here. After that, please write down this. After that, I am writing here the steps to how to find out the maximum and minimum values of the function, and at that time the main point is stationary point, right? So whatever, see, first of all, y is given, we have to find out the dy by dx, then put dy by dx is equal to 0, then here find out by putting dy by dx is equal to 0, find out the value of x, and that value of x is called a stationary point. Okay, see, I am reading again that the point where the maximum or minimum values occur are known as stationary point. The necessary conditions to obtain a stationary value is dy by dx is equal to 0. First of all, we have to find out the dy by dx, then put dy by dx is equal to 0, and then we can find out the stationary point, that is x value from that. Okay, so here I am explaining you. Please see, this is somehow difficult in explaining as well as it is somehow difficult in understand. So please read this again and again and see this video, see this portion again and again, and I hope you all already I already understand that particular thing. But if it is not understand, then please don't worry about that. We will do the practical sum at that time. I again explain you that stationary point. What is the stationary point and which point, how we find out maximum and minimum values. Okay, so here that is the next method to find out the maximum and minimum value. That is the steps for that. I am writing that on the board, but first of all, write down 2 conditions for maximum value and 2 conditions for minimum value into your fair book. First of all, write down that. Then I am writing the next method, that is method number 8 for maximum and minimum values. Okay, complete that. Now see, I am writing the steps how to find out the maximum and minimum values. Okay, so here the first step, that find out dy by dx, or you can say f dash x of given function. This is your first step. You have to find out the dy by dx, or you can say f dash x of that given function. Now step number 2, putting dy by dx, or you can say f dash x is equal to 0, and find out the value of and solve the equation and find out the value of x. These value, see values, not value, values of x. Maybe sometimes one or two values of x is find out from these. So only one, then put that particular one value. If two values are there, then we have to put that particular two values, right? So here these values of x, these values of x is given, give the stationary points. Stationary point. Now step number 3. Okay, first the step number 3 is find out the second order differentiation. That is d square y by dx square, or you can say f double dash x. Second order differentiation, okay, and then put the value, this value of x alternatively in the second derivative, right? Which one? This one. Stationary point. Whatever we are finding out in step number 2. See, first step we have to find out the dy by dx is equal to whatever we have to find out, right? Function dy by dx of the function we have to find out. Then see here step number 2. What is step number 2? We have to find out dy, we have to put the value of dy by dx is equal to 0 and solve the function and find out the value of x, which is called a stationary point. Then that stationary point, that is value of x, we have to put in second order derivative. For that, first we have to find out the second order derivative and then put the values of x, that is here finding out by us, is write down putting in the second order derivative. Okay, and the step number 4, if d square y by dx square or f double dash a or x is greater than 0, right? So at that point or if d square y by dx square is equal to f double dash x less than 0, at that stationary point the function will be maximum. Okay, so here the function of maximum and minimum. Find out at which point first of all the function is maximum and minimum. And the last step, see, I'm just saying that step because here there is no space. I'm saying that last step, write down that last step, step number 5. See, the maximum and the minimum value of a function, maximum and the minimum value of a function, right? The maximum and minimum value of a functions are obtained by putting these values of x in given function. Okay, so here that is your last step, that is step number 5. Whatever the maximum and minimum value, whatever the x value we have to find out in this step, that at that point this x value we have to write in the original function, and then we can find out the maximum and minimum value. Okay, so first of all write down all these steps, and then in our next lecture we will discuss about the maximum and minimum value of a function. So first of all write down this. Here I am giving you the homework. Exercise 5 section D, question number 16, 17, 18. Only 3 questions is here your homework. And also you have to write down this method, that is question number 21. State the method of obtaining maximum or minimum value of a function. Okay, so here you have to write down these also. I already do that, maximum and minimum value of the function. This is your method number 8, and this you have to write in your answer for exercise section D, question number 21. Okay, so here I am complete my lecture. Thank you class.